And there he is.
Hear me?
Now we got him.
What's up? What's happening? This edition of Firebirds Baseball is back, folks.
So Sam and I spent 2 awesome summers broadcasting games for the Orleans Firebirds. We were both really bummed when we saw the news about the cancellation of this season's Cape Cod Baseball League, but we said to ourselves, what if we compiled a list of our favorite things about the Cape League? There's nowhere else to begin besides the iconic broadcast locations. In Wareham, apparently where you broadcasted games was underneath metal bleachers. We basically vetoed that.
We were like, no way, we're not doing this.
Chatham, we were up on a hill underneath a large tree. We would have to wipe away the pollen off of our mixer every night.
YD was always the one where we had some big issues because you used to have to figure out where the nearest outlet was. It was literally hundreds of feet. Like we would have multiple extension cords going one to another to another. Sometimes people would kick the cord out.
The greatest hits folder, AKA Firebirds funny shit. Do you remember the little girl?
Conrad Gregor was at the plate. And we had these 2 crowd mics that were strung to both sides of home plate. One night, a little girl went to one of the mics that was just hanging there and starts talking.
We got the cleaning crew down the third base line.
We had to have Team Line. We battled going into 2013 to get Team Line. It was like the most basic streaming service.
I was convinced Team Line was a company of one person. It was Josh from Team Line, and that was it. And he had a stranglehold on the Cape League market.
This is a non-negotiable. We need Team Line.
Does it even exist anymore? All right, dude, this is a good one. Second summer, we lived together. Actually read on Craigslist, basement apartment. We were in the basement. I would not call it an apartment.
First about this second summer apartment. Are you really sure you want to let Kevin kind of figure it out on his own? My dad saw it coming.
This probably takes the cake. Again, our shower was an outdoor shower, like outside the sliding glass.
That was the only shower we were allowed to use in this house. Flimsy wood going around making this little shower stall. You could pop your head up and make eye contact with the neighbors because there was no dividers in these backyards.
Was the boarding house in summer number 1 better or worse than the basement apartment? You lived in a boarding house.
First summer, I was basically the Susie Milano chauffeur.
Susie Milano, the Firebirds team reporter.
There we go. Hello.
In the pre-Uber days, Susie Milano, true or false? Was
True.
I was your Uber in the summer of 2012.
Yes.
And did I get a dime, Kevin?
I gave
got
you my love.
2 words that any Orleans resident will know. Chocolate Sparrow. This was my place.
Joe Mama's. Do you remember Joe Mama's? I used to get a kickin' chicken sandwich every time, and it was the best thing ever.
You remember why we went to the Double Dragon Inn?
Because it was the only thing open after games.
Probably the Beachcomber.
Fairway Restaurant.
The Lost Dog, Red Nun, Chatham Squire.
The broadcast attire. I used to walk around in my sockless Sperry's and cargo shorts and oversized button down.
The other person who did a terrible job with that was Kevin. What's up with the cargo shorts? Both of you.
In my repertoire was not just an American Eagle or Abercrombie polo, but also the matching white or black. There was black undershirts. One of the 10 favorite things about the Cape is Kelly. I'm about to admit Kelly.
Ooh, yay.
There he is.
We're in. How you guys doing?
We're like, can we do our top 10 favorite things? Clearly one of them is the OG of the Cape, Kelly Nicholson. That's
Hey, anytime you call somebody OG, it just means you're getting old, dude. And it was going to be 20 summers back there. It was going to be probably the most competitive summer that we've had maybe ever.
What does Eldridge and Orleans doing that every summer mean?
It's the friendships you make and the relationships. And, you know, Miss Sue, I tell Miss Sue, she's my second favorite lady in the whole world. For me, the relationships with the coaches, Don Norris and Carmen Carcone, they gave me an opportunity. Mark Hallberg and Brownie and Benny Craig and stuff like this. Like how cool is this? The Bird family, there's really something to it. If you worked there last summer, say, and we're scheduled to go back this summer, and then it gets shut down, then that really feels like you got socked in the mouth. So I just wish those 30 guys on our roster and all those interns and all those people could have experienced it for 60 nights.
I always say it's the best 2 summers I've ever had.
Right?
For sure.
It kind of shapes who you are and what you do. And I think all of us in our careers and lives, you can trace a lot of things back to the Cape.
Where was your favorite place to eat on the Cape?
There is a great place in Harwich, the Ocean House, and boy, is it good. Well, man, I appreciate you Zooming with me, man, and what a nice surprise. Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love Kelly. He's the man. Annual Fenway Park trip. The second summer, we all did it. It was a cool trip. Drive up to Fenway, got a cool photo up on the Green Monster. I thought it was worthwhile. Dude, do you remember we got kicked out?
Yeah, we did. I thought we got kicked out when we went behind the scoreboard.
Ooh.
And the scoreboard. I don't think
Yeah,
you
in
went
the back.
behind there.
One thing is undeniable. We definitely were asked to leave Fenway Park for trying to access restricted areas for photo op purposes. All right, we got to call Matt. Matt.
Yes, sir.
We need you to join a Zoom call.
Yay!
Before we get started with anything, what was the reason why we were escorted politely out of Fenway Park 7 years ago?
The reason?
Yes.
We were all over the goddamn park and we weren't supposed to be anywhere but 4 sections behind home. The biggest issue was that you and I were on the warning track trying to shag balls. But
Wow, this just keeps getting better. Was it me?
True.
me and Kevin.
Matt, you have an incredible memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, hi, Matt. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Matt, best thing about the Cape was what?
It's 7 years later and we're all on Zoom talking about this stuff. So just the stories and the people you get to meet. I mean, it was an awesome summer living next to the beach, which was pretty good, and watching baseball all the time. But then just the people you meet.
All the stuff that didn't have to do with actually broadcasting and doing the games and all the work type stuff. Everything in between. I think that's what we remember the most.
Yeah, the relationships.
On that note, end on that. All right, that's it. We're ending it.
Just gonna end with a
Go
blooper
Bird.
reel.
Just
That's
end it
what's
with
gonna
a Go Bird.
But we said to ourselves, what if we compile?
What are you laughing about, dude? But we said to ourselves, what does the world need during a time like this?
Got it.